This is the Library Mouse, also known as Karis, and this is the first video on my new channel. I'm going to do the bookshelf scavenger hunt because that way you can see what kind of books I have on my shelf. Basically there's like a list of 19 different types of book that I need to find. You might have seen my book tower challenge video on my other channel and it's quite similar to that but without the time limit and everything. If you want to have a look at my other channel, it is called The Lime Giraffe 7 and I will leave a link in the description. On there I just kind of do random videos and there are a couple of book ones on there, but from now on all the book ones will be on this channel. The first book I need to find is an author's name or title with the letter Z in it. I am going to go for The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins because there's a Z in Suzanne's name and this is one of my favourite books ever, so I think that's a pretty good option. The next one is a classic. I don't really have many classics, but I have a couple. I'm going to go for A Little Princess by Frances Hodgson Burnett, which is also the classic I chose for my book tower challenge, but it's basically the only one that I have, so yeah. The next one is a book with a key on it. Now I don't know which of my books have keys on. This one might. Yes, there's a key on this one. There is a key right there on the charm bracelet. So yeah, it's tiny but it'll do. Right, the next one is something on my bookshelf that is not actually a book. At the moment I only have one thing on that's not a book. That is my Lala Loopsy doll. Now I know they're for kids and I know the advert is horrible, but I think it's really cute. I can't remember its name. I got it a few years ago for Christmas and its real name is like Jewel Sparkles or something, but I renamed it something else. She sits and looks after my books and looks cute and pretty. So yeah. Find the oldest book on your shelf. Now I don't really have any old books, but I do have one that is quite old, and that is The Keeper of the Isis Light by Monica Hughes. My mum got this for me for my birthday a couple of years ago because it used to be one of her favourite books, but for some reason she could only find a really old copy from a library, even though you can get it on Amazon new, but oh well. So this is the oldest book on my shelf. Next is a book with a girl on the cover. There are probably a few books with girls on the cover, but I want to choose a really good one. Can it be a cartoon girl? Let's say it can be a cartoon girl. I'm going to go for Cookie by Jacqueline Wilson because there's a girl. And this is the first book that I read by Jacqueline Wilson and it was what made me absolutely love her. So this book is quite important to me, so this is a good pick. Find a book that has an animal in it. I think most books have an animal in them at some point, so let's have a look. Oh, I know. Warriors, the New Prophecy. This entire series is about cats, so I think it counts as having an animal in it. Yeah, I like this series. Find a book with a male protagonist. That's not hard either because there are tons of books that have male main characters. So, this is when I can't find one. Ooh, no. This one. Monument 14 by Emmy Laybourne. I'm pretty sure this has a male protagonist. I mean, it has quite a few protagonists, but I think the person telling the story is a male, so yeah. I haven't read this one in a while though. Find a book with only words on it. What? So no pictures on the cover, just words. I'm not even sure I have one of these, but let's have a look. The closest thing I have is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, which I suppose it only has words on the cover. I mean, it has a couple of little like picture-y things, but it's mostly words, so it'll have to do. Find a book with illustrations in it. I have probably quite a lot. Let's have a look. Oh, of course, all my Jacqueline Wilson books have illustrations. Let's go for Candy Floss by Jacqueline Wilson. At the start of every chapter there is a page of illustrations, which I think looks very nice. So yeah, lots of illustrations in this one. Find a book with gold lettering on the front. A Year Without Autumn by Liz Kessler. The writing, I don't know if you can tell, but the title is actually gold, so yeah. Find a diary, and it can be true or fictional. Diary. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I was so stuck, I was like, diary, I don't have any diaries, but obviously Diary of a Wimpy Kid. This is such a cool diary. There's like 8 books in the series now, but I only have 3. Yeah, I used to love these when I was in middle school, and I probably still do love them because they're just so funny. Find a book written by someone with a common name, like Smith. I'm not really sure if I have any. Green? Is Green common? Maybe? Wilson. Wilson's a common name. Goodwin. What was I gonna do? Green, okay. I don't know if this is a common last name, but I'm going for The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. John is common and Green is kind of common, so find a book that has a close-up of something on it. Now there's one really obvious one, but I'm going to see if I can find anything less obvious. No, I can't. I can't find anything less obvious, so I'm going for The Lost Girl by Sangu Mandana, which has a close-up of a face. Find a book on your shelf that takes place in the earliest time period. Oh man, let's have a look. Ooh. Railway Children. Book Thief is World War II. These are all future. They're all kind of... The Little Princess is... I don't know. Maybe the Railway Children. Is that World War II? So I have no idea when half the books on my shelf are set, but I think quite a few of them are around the World War II period. So I'm just going to say The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak because, you know, quite a few of them are World War II and this is World War II. But there might be some in an earlier time period, I have no idea. A Little Princess is probably earlier actually, but oh well. Find a hardcover without a jacket. I do not have many hardcovers, but out of the few I have there is one that does not have a jacket. And that is Secrets by Jacqueline Wilson. It's not that it's missing the jacket, it just doesn't have one. The cover and the blurb and everything is just printed onto the actual, like, cover thing. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Find a teal/turquoise coloured book. I'm gonna go for this one. I couldn't really find any turquoise coloured books, but Goodnight Mr. Tom, some of the sky is kind of turquoisey, so yeah, turquoise sky. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, does The Fault in Our Stars count as being turquoise? I have no idea. Find a book with stars on it. Stars. The moon, no stars. Stars! Jenny by Paul Gallico has stars. They're really small and you might not be able to see them, but there's like loads of tiny little white stars. So, yeah, it counts, right? And finally, find a non-YA book. Now that's not really hard. From here onwards is YA, and the rest of it is not. It's all children's books and non-fiction books. So I'm just going to go for a random children's book, which is going to be... I'm putting far too much thought into this. Frozen in Time by Ali Sparks. This is a children's book and it won a Blue Peter Book Award and it's really, really awesome. So yeah. So thank you very much for watching my bookshelf scavenger hunt. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely did. I really like these sort of like challengey, hunty type videos, so I might do more in the future. Definitely give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you're interested in seeing more videos, maybe you can subscribe to my channel if you want. I don't normally like tell people to subscribe, but since this is the first video on my new channel, I'm gonna do it anyway. So yes, hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.